I spoke with Iris Ho about this remarkable comeback story. She's the Wildlife Program Manager at the Humane Society International.
Because of the efforts from China especially, we are seeing a recovery of these animals. We are talking about more than 2,000 birds in the wild right now in China, and in Japan, we're talking about less than 300 birds. So we're not out of the woods yet, but definitely incredible efforts have been done to protect these animals.
We've seen so many stories about extinction, animals close to extinction.
Yeah.
This is a remarkable comeback story. What happened? How did it occur?
Absolutely. I mean, to talk about how to save a species, you first have to understand what is causing their extinction. Then you find ways to mitigate those threats. So threats to Ibis, include logging, habitat loss due to logging, and also hunting, illegal hunting. And then another threat is pesticides and fertilizers, agricultural chemicals used in farms. And those are the threats that cause the near extinction of this bird. And therefore, measures have been taken up to mitigate these threats. For example, banning the use of firearms for hunting, or having anti-poaching patrols, and having guards to guard the nesting and breeding sites. So these are very important conservation measures to save the species.
And China has a kind of a story to tell about conservation, don't they? Because I mean, when you think about pandas, the same story is out there. They've done a remarkable job with pandas as well.
Yeah, I mean, with the giant panda, again, that's another endangered animals, and we're talking about maybe 2,000 animals in the wild right now. International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, they assess a species population, and they have recently changed the population of the giant panda from endangered to vulnerable. So we are definitely seeing a good news here. But efforts still need to be done to continue to protect them, especially the habitat restoration.
And I know you're a big fan of elephants. What about China's efforts to save them?
Yeah, that's another good news there. When China has implemented a ban for ivory cells, elephant ivory cells, starting 2018. And it's really many in conservation and animal community call it a watershed moment in elephant conservation. And it was actually done, the Chinese ivory ban was done as part of a joint commitment.
What's China doing right to protect wildlife, and what more do they need to do? I mean, you've already kind of ticked off a few things, but talk to us about that.
Yeah, I mean, those are bright spots what you just talked about, the giant panda and the Ibis. There's this animal, it's called pangolins. It's scaly ant eaters. They are the world's most trafficked mammal. Over 1 million pangolins have been killed during the last decade. And they are killed for their meat, and they're also killed for their scales, which is used in traditional Chinese medicine. And so if we want to save the world's most trafficked mammal, then definitely China should consider banning the sales of the use of medicine use for pangolin scales.